Awareness, and what does one do with such awareness? Awareness is a tool to live in this experience. For in a way, we are one step ahead and we are able to see the disguise of the illusion that the reality of our own creation is guiding us towards our own light, enlightenment, evolution, ascension. So the awareness one feels is an experience of evolution. For now, what are you aware of? And the awareness is represented in every single moment of your life. But here now we will focus on an indicator of awareness. A starter point of an action, of a frequency you choose to experience. And that frequency, that experience, that choice is endless. And you can go from tangible to intangible, for frequency is everything. Everything is energy. And we are here to experience the energy within the reality one creates. So we better become aware of these indicators, these starting points of our own choice that brings up a cloud, and we can associate it in both terms. The cloud where it becomes foggy, it might rain, it might thunder, or the cloud which stores all information. The cloud can represent the conscious, the subconscious, and the unconscious. The cloud represents all experience you have of energy throughout creation. The cloud is your energy. And our purpose is to realize that that cloud is the brightest star. For if we look at the universe, we will recognize a physicality of clouds. And within all those clouds, there's light. And as we evolve in one's understanding of what is that physicality, that density, we realize that that density also with our own awareness into the evolution of what one is, becomes what one is, the light. A less denser reality that one, throughout awareness of one's choices, of what we are here now doing. So the idea is for us to realize that the cloud is the sun. Reality, no matter how it is created, how the environment is represented to you, that creation, that energy, that reality is your light. And what do we have to do? We have to take the layers of distortion and illusions, and a way to recognize each illusion and distortion that we built and we are imprinted throughout experience is by then the awareness one brings in recognizing the one indicator that is the origin of, let's say, a cloudy experience. For to put it more precisely, that is what one is trying to explain right now. The cloudiness, the light, which are both one of the same, the cloudiness of one's reality that can be interpreted, or purpose is to interpret everything that surrounds us. And that understanding comes from every single awareness to the frequency that are presented to us. So you choose to go, for example, on a walk. So that is the first indicator, the frequency choice. You know that that choice will bring you up an environment, a cloud, a light that you have already experienced, that you are now experiencing. And the question is it a loop or is it a spiral cycle? In the sense that we can have a closed loop or we can have an open cycle. And an open cycle of something round and continuously expanding originates a spiral. The spiral of experience, the growth, the expansion of the initial experience one has. And we can recognize that as life. We can recognize that as something so simple as deciding now to go for a walk. And what we are here now undergoing is the awareness of that choice. The awareness of going to a walk. What will that bring you? If it is the first time that you decide in your life to go for a walk, then you have a magnificent opportunity to create, let's say, a trail of experience, to create an understanding of the experience you want to achieve. So one goes on a walk and decides to be open to everything that will cross your path in this walk, not knowing that everything that will cross your path within this walk will create then the reality of a walk, of going on a walk. And that reality then, that experience that one has, based on this first indicator, this first choice, I'm gonna go for a walk. And there's always a moment where you decide I want to go for a walk, maybe not on the same path, but in a different path. And one or the other, the choice is made, and now we will discover what other frequencies, what other reflections of our own reality will show up in this walk. So if it's your first time, you go for a walk. You might take clothes. You might take music. You might take a book. So the idea is we go for a walk. That's the initial, the starter frequency. And then we experience everything that we bring forth to this experience. Realizing now that this walk is not just going on a walk. This walk has a series of steps in order for us to go for a walk, in order for us to enjoy that walk. And this walk is everything. It's the walk of life. It's the people, it's the places, it's the food, it's your infinity of choices that we all have now. And one has to become aware then that walking on this path will create an experience. And that experience is for one to be aware of. One has to be aware of the choice of going for a walk and what that entails. And one has to be aware of the reflections one crosses through this choice of going for a walk. Everything that we will encounter is the reflection of our choice. And going for a walk can be an example that seems simple or healthy, but the idea is for you to create this awareness, intrigueness, so that you can start to recognize every choice that you make. So let's say that we go for the walk, and it's the first walk we ever give by our choice. And everything that will happen in that moment, in that experience, will define everything and every walk you will ever have. Until every time you go then for a walk, you become more and more aware of what it is that walk, what is that walk showing you. And this example of going on a walk is like, it's endless of infinity of reflections one can experience. But then let's go for an example of a lower vibration. Let's say I want to eat a cake. I want to eat a cake, and I know that eating a cake, having the choice to eat a cake, will end up in an array, a combination of experience throughout the body, mind, and spirit complex that the one is, you are, that will determine your experience on eating cake. And why is eating cake a low vibration? It's not. If we eat one whole cake, maybe it is. But then one has to realize the choice. I want to have a cake or a slice of cake. And see how that choice, that action, that experience, how it's gonna change, how it's gonna add up to the experience of the day, to the experience of the now. So if you have cake and you enjoy cake and you are tranquil and calm about knowing thyself, one will experience the eating of the cake as a joy. Before, when one thinks about the choice that one makes, when one is undergoing the choice, and after. Because we know that in every experience that one chooses, in every choice that one has, there's a preparation to that choice. And once one makes the choice, when one is prepared and makes the choice of going on a walk, or going to eat a whole cake, an imprint is created. And this imprint is, oh, I'm having this cake, and now what I would really enjoy is to see the sunset. I really enjoy to be outside eating this cake, something nice to drink, maybe some cold water or a hot tea. But then, yes, I'm gonna eat this cake and I'm gonna feel bad. But why am I choosing to eat the cake? Why have I eaten the cake? Shit. Why do I like cake? It's endless how one can interpret the experience. It's endless how one interacts with the choice that one makes. And I'm just giving you these examples of going on a walk and eating a cake, and either one can be a low vibration or high vibration for you. And the purpose is then to recognize that at the end, both of them are experience, and that both of them are the experience of thyself. And everything that you choose must be in accordance to the complexity that you are. And that means that awareness brings understanding and love, so that you, based on your choices, can redirect the way you once felt, the way you once experienced, the going on a walk and eating a cake, so that both of them end up being, let's say, walking to go and eat a cake. But the idea is either eating a cake or going to a walk, both experience, as you twitch every awareness that comes from every time that you repeat the action, the choice. I'm going on a walk today, now, infinitely. I'm gonna eat infinite cakes. And then the cake will change, the walk will change. And it will always change according to the transformation that you are prepared to undergo. And once you express that awareness to thyself, once you recognize that the choice that we make is now to be experienced, and everything that one undergoes, thinks, is to be experienced, no matter how it is. And this is the twist, because no matter what you experience, you have to become aware of who is experiencing it within you. Because there's a endless there's an endless character within you, with the infinity of personalities that you are. And the choice that you make is based on which character, which personality. Do you recognize it? And this recognition is made by the expression one has when one is undergoing the choice. So we make each choice, and by infinitely making the same choice, we adapt and adapt and adapt, so that walk becomes the walk of your life. And that cake becomes the best slice of your life. And now it's with the responsibility of each one of us then to realize that each choice brings an agglomeration of experience, and the choice is a frequency that now will give us this reality, this experience. And this reality, this experience, based on one choice, as infinite reflections of other frequencies, other experiences that derive from this one experience. As I was saying, you eat a cake and you decide that you want to eat a cake always watching a sunset. Every time that you walk, you go in silence, you go with music, you go with this, you go with that, you go with your dog, your cat, your ostrich, whatever. It's based on your experience. So talk about your own experience and see your own experience. And the initial choice that one makes, we know now that it will bring us a wide range of the experience one makes. This wide range, you experience it once, and the next time you will experience something similar. The cloud. You take one choice and you create a cloud of an environment you are now going to experience. And our duty is to recognize that the choice, the frequency is light, it's consciousness. And this consciousness creates a cloud, and we know that this cloud is full of light within, and each particle of a cloud is light itself. And to those experiences that you truly see a dark cloud, then it's up to you to twitch, change, transform the experience. I'm going on a walk, I didn't like that path, so I'm gonna take a different turn here. Oh, I can't use these shoes, I have to change shoes. I prefer this, I prefer that. I encounter this animal, this person, this scenery, and that will change your experience. And that will make you go or not go through the same direction. But one has to be aware. One has to be aware that every choice that we make brings reality, brings the light of our own reflection. And this was really interesting for me to see the development of my shadow, where sometimes we have then a personality that we can pinpoint and understand. For without love and understanding, you will never truly become aware of each choice that you make. So let's say on the choice of a shadow experience, we undergo the shadow experience, and for many times I would be, shit, again. Oh, and now I feel like this because the last time I did this, I added this and this and this and this and this to my reality, and at the end I had the whole day planned out based on one choice. So based on one initial choice, one indicator, one frequency, one decision, that one has to truly become aware of the light within, the consciousness within, the one who is truly advising the choice, and the one who is experiencing the choice. For within us all we have infinity. Infinity that one is, that you are. And that shadow that you are is a part of you. That shadow that you are, you learn so much from him as that shadow learns from you. It's a constant play of learning and teaching. And it's one personality teaching all other personalities so that you can unite, and consciously and aware of every single part of you, you now can be like, this is related to this. And see then now, with your own awareness and understanding of who you are, see now then, if you're gonna repeat the cycle, the loop, the experience, or not? And if you are, how can you twitch it? How can you change it? For, I want to go on a walk. Oh, but when I went on a walk, this, or this happened. So one has to decide, I'm going to go on a walk. And here now it's up to you to decide what. But I'm going to go on a walk and I will be not in judgment of what this personality within me that is trying to bring up an experience for my own learning, for my own knowing of thyself. So every time I undertook a shadow experience consciously, there was a point where I didn't understand it as shadow, because it's up to what you learn about who you are and what reality is that will bring you pieces of the puzzle to each one of these words that describe one of your personalities. And to tell you the truth, there was this excitement. And this excitement came from the shadow. And the excitement to undergo this and this and this and this and that and that and that experience. And the truth is that I went and I went and I went, and certain shadow choices were automatic, unconscious, a habit, just like, and one's job is then to pinpoint the initial awareness to the personality that is now proposing a choice for you to undertake. And it's not only the awareness one has, because you might do it unconscious through a habit. You might do it in a habit and be conscious of it, knowing that it is something of, let's say, something you really want to undergo in, or something that you know that you have to understand why of your choices, why of the these experiences, let's say, that the shadow brings. Why does the shadow wants to experience them? And the shadow is you. It's one of the same. It's you trying to experience that choice, but the idea of the repetition of the infinite loops, closed loops, that at the end one gets frustrated. It's the guidance that all of you, all your personalities, however you want to describe yourself, all your energy combined now in this complex is trying to experience every frequency, so that in every frequency we can attain a higher vibration. And here the vibration, it's not the higher vibration, it's the correct vibration. Because the range of frequency is to be experienced and integrated. And the idea is to right now I would like to talk about vibration and oscillation, but I don't have the knowledge for it. In order to describe one from another, and okay. We can't know everything at once. We are learning in a constant evolution. And we have no rush. We have no rush, for the excitement now is worth 1 billion seconds, 1 billion years. And that is the true experience that one can make throughout the awareness of every choice, that one can experience a loop of that one choice that one experienced throughout all existence now, in every form that you undergo now, that you are undergoing now, and uniting it now within this body. Having the opportunity to recognize that everything that you are now experiencing is being reflected to your body now, to your reality now. And not only you have the opportunity to change your reality, but to change the reality of everything that you are, every being that you are now. Let's say that this wanting to eat a cake, it's not, let's say, a frequency of your choice, but it's a frequency of one of the personalities of you. And who is that personality? That personality is another you in another experience, in another reality. Now, it's you. But we are all interconnected. There's an interconnectedness of who you are, and there's an interconnectedness of everything that is, for we are one. And it's okay that we don't know it all. It's good that we don't know it all. Because if we know it all, we will limit oneself. We will distort the reality. It will be a reality of a know-it-all. And that is not the experience. That is not the light. That is still a shadow, a ego, a misunderstanding of the experience one can truly obtain. Because to know it all, that experience probably comes from the opposite. And it doesn't matter who or why. The only thing that matters is that then you can become aware of every single way you undergo a choice. And that piece of cake might not be present within this body, but when this body tries to experience, now it is present within this reality. And now I will help all of me if I am aware that I can do that. The same thing with the victim mentality or abandonment issues. One can think that I have these low vibrating experiences that I don't know to pinpoint. Self-worth, and all these examples that I give you are the examples I have to undergo, and I am undergoing more and more. For it's like a recognition of one and the expansion of one. And it's the recognition of infinity and the expansion of infinity. So the shadow, the victim mentality, the abandonment, the self-worth, they are all an experience that you are now undergoing, for you are capable to integrate them and create a new imprint for the whole existence that you are. And whether you recognize it as this life or every other life that now exists within you, doesn't have a difference. The choice is yours. And the reason why you undergo all those choices and all those experiences is because of the energy that you have. This experience of knowing that I am who I am and I am enough. The phrase that Bashar shares with it. I don't know if it's exactly that, but it's I am who I am and I am enough. I am enough to make a choice and to become aware of that choice and to become aware of everything that is being reflected from that one choice. One now is aware, one now is enough to create a new imprint, to create a transformation so that the cloud becomes the light. And one will realize that each particle of the cloud is light, so the cloud is an enormous light. What is light? Infinity of who you are. So awareness on every choice that is expanded from now to infinity of who you are, that you are capable and enough to transform it all. Transform. And as we transform, we will end up at one point manifesting. And this manifestation is the awareness of every choice and the cloud that one choice brings. This cloud, this sun, this light that one choice brings. It's all the expression of who you are. And one wants to live in a reality where thy expression is thy manifestation. I express myself, for I am that. And the idea is to live the manifestation one truly knows is possible. And that manifestation is possible from the awareness you bring to the infinity that you are, that is represented in every choice that you make. So every choice will bring us the next 5 minutes, the next half a day, the next year, the next decade, the next lifetime, the next in the sense that this lifetime, this infinite lifetime, the next choice and the awareness one has of what that truly is. And what that truly is always an infinite expansion of awareness of what that truly is, that choice. So that the choice becomes the expression of manifestation. I choose that, I achieve that. I choose that, for I am that. And in a way that is happening, in a way that is reality, but the way is to become aware of the choice one is expressing, so that the reality that one experiences, the manifestation that one experiences truly is without distortion, without any limitation on what you can be, for you are enough to be it all. You are enough to understand with so much love that you have to teach yourself. You have to teach yourself in how to love thyself, so that in every circumstance you will get an experience based on a choice that is the culmination of the infinity that you are. And without the love for thyself, without the willingness to understand the body, the mind, and the spirit, one will distortedly live. One will limit thyself from the one thing we truly have to firstly and initially learn. It's to love. To love oneself, to be oneself, so that in every choice we recognize the awareness of that choice and direct it with love and understanding. And throughout the infinity that is you, in every choice that you now make, you are aware, and infinitely aware you are of each choice, always expanding your awareness to every thought, every emotion, every reflection that comes to you within and without. For it's all you guiding you for the light of a cloud which is so bright that you say that is light, that isn't a cloud, that is pure light. And that is the understanding one makes. For in a way, if one is infinite, when one sees one experience is one cloud of infinity. But how is that cloud expressed in the whole unity that you are? To recognize that experience, that cloud, that environment that we create from one experience, one choice, one frequency, is a particle that you are now undergoing in order to recognize what truly is that choice, what truly is that cloud. And then you do it, this cloud, that cloud, more and more, and the more clouds you bring awareness to, and twitch the decisions, twitch the understanding, loving thyself. Throughout all those clouds of experience, you start to see that, wait, this is experience, this is reality, this is light. And the only reason why that cloud is so bright is because I picked it up and decided that I was enough to transform whatever distortion I created from the cloud of light, the cloud of creation. And again, if we remember the beginning, the cloud can be as the cloud, everything is in the cloud. We can put all the information in the cloud, and all information is there for us to truly see what is that. And it's light. And the only reason why you see light is because initially, firstly, love is what you are being taught. Love is what you are learning and teaching thyself to be. So that light can be truly recognized in the highest frequency, the highest consciousness, in the highest understanding that the one is for you now.